As is often the case, the best ideas about a program or the best thoughts from a program tend to come from the students that have been involved in it. This is from one of last year's diploma recipients, Miranda Van Pilsen Johnson, and she's now a freshman in college at the University of Minnesota in their IT honors program. And these were her thoughts from receiving the IB diploma. She says to me, the IB program was not simply a system of rigorous education, but an atmosphere in which I was exposed to the diverse thought processes of an amazing group of peers. Out of all the time I spent under the umbrella of IB, the most rewarding moments were those in which I discovered new perspectives simply by listening to the thoughts and opinions of other IB students. The intelligence enclosed by the IB classroom was immense, but the excitement of the flow of new ideas was even more so. So, in truth, what IB really meant to me was the chance to understand new ways of thinking and, in turn, to obtain a balanced mind. Thank you very much, Miranda, for giving us these thoughts. So, our school, St. Louis Park Senior High School, is part of the larger IB program at St. Louis Park School District. We've got the primary years program at Aquila, Peter Hobart, and Susan Lindgren. All three of them have the primary years program. And then at the middle school, we now have the IB middle years program. And we've been working at the senior high with the diploma program for over a decade now. The diploma program is a holistic approach to learning, and we have just two ways of representing some of this here. So we have all of the different core subjects. We've got language acquisition, studies in language and literature, individuals and societies, mathematics, arts and sciences, and encompassing or within each of those, we have a program called Theory of Knowledge. We have an extended essay. We have creativity, action, or activity now, and service. And all of these things are guided through the approaches to teaching and learning. We also have and often talk about the IB learner profile. These are the characteristics that IB and myself personally find important for our students to leave the high school with. They should be principled and good communicators and balanced in what they do so they're not just doing academics all of the time. And these are all things that IB tries to foster in their students. My apologies. Here we go. So, a little bit about the program. The IB Diploma Program provides motivated students with the opportunity to pursue a rigorous high school course of study. And IB Diploma students, which would be grades 11 and 12, study advanced, accelerated, holistic program aiming to sit for 6 examinations by the time they've completed 12th grade. So the 6 examinations would be 6 different classes that they end up taking exams in by the end of their senior year. It's a 2-year comprehensive program of study, so it's just junior and senior year. It has concurrency of learning, which means many of the courses go for a full 2 years or a year and a half for some courses. Some just do go 1 year, but for the most part, we try to have concurrency of learning so that learning keeps going over time. There's a depth of study. It's not just a breadth of information that they learn and have to regurgitate, but an actual in-depth study into the topics that they're taking. It has a global scope and internationalism. Again, it's looking to educate the whole person, not just make an academically minded person. There's a huge focus on academic integrity. It is often recognized as the best preparation for university, both within the United States as well as internationally. And there is the possibility for receiving college credit depending on the courses taken, the scores earned, and the college that they are looking into. And the great thing about IB is you can take one course or you can take many. You could go for the whole diploma program like Miranda did, or you could take just one course that really interests you. But the great thing about that is that IB is for everyone. Everyone in our school will hopefully be taking at least one IB course that's really interesting to them, that piques their interest, that helps them to become a better student. It's about challenging oneself to grow, which prepares you for college and life outside of school, whether that includes college or not, but it helps to prepare you because it is challenging. So we've had IB status at the senior high since 2000, the year 2000. It's a 2-year program. Again, it's for juniors and senior year. Last May, we had 241 students taking 491 IB exams in a total of 15 subjects. 8 seniors earned the IB diploma. The average points earned by the diploma students was a 28, and the average grade obtained on subject exams was 4.38. Now, the scale is 1 to 7, and 4 in many cases will earn a student college credit, depending again on the college and the course taken. The class of 2016 currently has 14 IB diploma candidates. So we're wondering what courses are offered at St. Louis Park High School. We have Group 1, English in both the standard level, that's the SL, as well as higher level, that's HL. And we also have, thanks to our Park Spanish Immersion, a Group 1, which means your first language in Spanish A, Language and Literature SL, which is a great opportunity for those students. We have Group 2, which are your foreign languages. We have Spanish as either an SL or an HL course, German as well, SL or HL, French as SL or HL, and Hebrew as an SL course. We also offer Group 3, which would be the cultural studies. We've got history, HL or SL, as well as psychology, SL. In Group 4, those are our sciences. We've got biology, HL, chemistry, physics, and sports exercise and health sciences, all at the standard level, SL. In Group 5, we have either Math SL, which is a calculus course, or SL, which is also calculus based. And Group 6, we have Film SL, which would be our arts. It's more than just a final exam. That's the great thing about IB, especially compared to all of our AP courses. Those, you take one test at the end and you're done. IB likes to look at all of the different modalities that students are successful in, so they're not just focused on one test. They have what are called internal assessments, or IAs, and that makes up, depending on the course, 25 to 30% of their final score. Again, that scores from 1 to 7, 7 being the best. Their internal assessments play a factor into that. It's not just one test at the end. And they cover a full range of student abilities, including oral presentations, scientific experiments, critical appraisal of sources, and practical demonstrations of work. If you are interested in going for the IB diploma, so all the way in, you're ready to go, you want this IB diploma, not just a St. Louis Park diploma, but you want a diploma that is awarded by the International Baccalaureate. The things that you have to accomplish are taking courses within the hexagon that we saw at the beginning, those 6 IB areas of study. 3 of those courses have to be at the higher level, those HL courses, or you could take 4, but no more than 4. You could take 3 or 2, depending on what you did for your HLs, of standard level courses. Again, the key is that you have to have 6 total courses, or exams as they call it, in their high school career. They can take up to 2 of those in the May of their 11th grade year. So they could be done with 2 of their courses for the IB diploma before they're even a senior. And then the 5 classes have to be from group 1 through 5, and the 6th one can be from any of the groups 1 through 6. So you could take that film course, or you could take another science course if you're really science minded as your 6th course. You can decide what you want to do there. And then there's the core elements. So we looked at those on the hexagon as well at the very beginning of this presentation. Those include the Theory of Knowledge, or TOK for short, which is a course that goes from the junior year 2nd semester into senior year 1st semester. We'll learn more about that in a moment. The Extended Essay, which again begins your junior year and finishes up your senior year. We'll talk more about that as well. And then over your 2 years, you're involved in things outside of the classroom that give you projects within creativity, activity, and service. Again, they're looking for a well-rounded person. So some of the common ways that students have earned the diploma in the past, they take 3 HLs. For instance, they could take English A, HL, History, HL, Biology, HL, and then 3 SLs, so their Language B and their Math. And then generally, They can choose any of these. They could take film, psychology, physics, chemistry, sports, exercise, and health science as any of their 6 courses. And again, they have to successfully complete those core topics: the extended essay, theory of knowledge, and creativity, activity, and service. So, what is, first of all, CAS? That's creativity, activity, and service. Creativity is interpreted very broadly so that we can include a wide range of arts activities, from going to being part of the theater at the school, or learning how to become a photographer, or joining dance, or any sorts of things. So we've got those for creativity. Activity can include not only participation in individual and team sports. So in creativity, I said we could consider dance as creativity. Well, that would also be considered as activity, or something else like outdoor activities. It doesn't have to be an actual sport. And then we have service, which encompasses a host of community and social service activities. Some examples would include helping children with special needs, visiting hospitals, any number of things. And that one overlaps great with the National Honor Society. So if your child becomes a National Honor Society candidate member as a junior, they can count some of the same things together. Ideally, they'd be coming up with a project that would include some aspects of all of these. And hopefully learn from that and grow, and then they just reflect on their experiences, and that's how they earn their CAS credits. The extended essay is an original research paper. It's an in-depth college-level research paper of any topic chosen by the student, and it's completed during the 11th and 12th grade years. It's supervised by Julianne Herbert, which teaches the extended essay 0 hour, which meets on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. It starts for juniors sometime after MEA weekend, and then it ends for seniors. We're turning them in right before winter break. So they've got almost just over a year of work on this project. Not only is it supervised by Julianne, but each student also is advised by a St. Louis Park faculty member. And that faculty member is there to help support them, and they are the experts in the content. Miss Herbert is the expert in the English, and if there's somebody like I have students who are working on chemistry, I work on the chemistry aspects of it with them to make sure that that is accurate and that it's being written from a chemistry standpoint correctly. So each of these are advised by 2 people, both Miss Herbert and a faculty member that would be considered an expert in the subject. And it's no more than 4,000 words. And I know 4,000 seems like a lot of words, but it's no more than 4,000 words. That's about a 12-page essay. And it takes approximately 40 hours of work for the student to complete. Again, they're working on it on those Tuesday, Thursday mornings when we have those later starts to the day. So they're doing a lot of it while they're at school. So theory of knowledge is another one of those core topics. It's taken during the 2nd semester of 11th grade and the 1st semester of 12th grade. It centers around questions of what we know and how we know it. And we use it to critically analyze knowledge claims and their underlying assumptions, and therefore the implications of them. Some of the advantages of earning the IB diploma: 1, it has worldwide recognition. It's not just recognized within the United States, but it is recognized worldwide. Students are assessed both internally and externally in ways that measure the individual performance against stated objectives for each subject. So the colleges realize where the students are actually at. It's more meaningful than just a grade on a transcript, because they know that they're being assessed on the same rubrics as everyone across the world that are taking these courses. It challenges the student with an entry-level college experience, and it prepares the student to think and analyze information at a higher level. Finally, it helps provide the student with the most challenging and rigorous curriculum that's offered at St. Louis Park High School. So often we can see that acceptance rates improve if you have the IB status, or you're working towards it at least, because they won't find out until the end of the summer after their senior year, whether they've earned the diploma or not. But students working towards earning their diploma tend to be accepted at various colleges at a higher rate. For instance, we can look at the first one on there, University of Florida. IB students are accepted at a rate of 82%, but the total population is only 42%. So 40% more of IB students that apply to the University of Florida are accepted. And we can see throughout all of these colleges, and this was a survey completed in 2011, 2012 school year, we can see that anywhere from a 3% increase in the amount of students that get accepted to all the way up to a 42% on this chart. And here's just a continuation of it. I apologize that there was no information on this for the University of Minnesota. I know a lot of people like to keep it local, but that was not listed at this point. But again, we see some great schools that accept IB students at a higher rate than those that are just regular students. The University of Minnesota, though, we were able to get this information, do offer IB credits for certain classes. For instance, we offer IB Biology HL at our school. When a student earns a grade of 5 to 7, again on a 7-point scale in their IB Biology HL course, they would earn 8 credits between Biology 1001 and Biology 1009, and it actually counts towards their lab science requirements as well. So we can see that depending on the grade, again, as well as the subject, people are able to earn credits. The Minnesota State colleges and universities has some general guidelines for whether they're accepting or not, and I know that there's being work done at the Minnesota IB level that's looking to get more access to credit and recognition from the Minnesota private schools as well. So there's a lot of work being done to offer more and more recognition, whether it be for credit recognition or acceptance recognition for the hard work that these students are doing completing these higher level courses and standard level courses. So a little bit about the program. You do not have to be a genius to gain the IB diploma, but you do need to be organized, manage your time well, work hard, study smart and effectively, and get involved in a wide range of after-school activities, including those that offer a break from the academic work. Again, we know that IB prepares students for college success. We have a few quotes here. We know that IB is well known to us as excellent preparation. Its success in the IB program correlates well with success at Harvard, and they're pleased to see the credential of an IB diploma program on a transcript. The IB is a first-rate program, one we are familiar with, and it prepares students well for the university like ours. That came from Princeton Review. Thank you very much for your time. If you have further questions, my information is on this first slide. My name is Jenny Magdahl, and you can reach me at magdal.jennifer, magdal.jennifer, at apps.slpschools.org. Thank you so much for your time.